Okay, so as I said right at the beginning of the lesson, the way I put my tuning is basically a power chord, which is the low note. Let's say that's going to be A, the same A as on the standard guitar on the 5th string open. That's where I'm going to tune that. The first string is also going to be an A, but an octave higher, and the middle string is going to be an E. And if you were to play those notes on a standard guitar, you would have basically a power chord in the key of A, and that's pretty much the tuning I use. Excuse me. There are lots of other tunings you can experiment with, but this is the one that I set my guitars to, and so I'll show you how to do that if you want to get it back into that tuning, and from there on you can go whichever way you want if you want to try changing it to something else. My ears aren't good enough to tell me simply that I can tune that up to an A, so I do use a tuner. So just bear with me a second while I wind the bottom string. I like to start with the bottom string because that's the thickest one. It's going to put the most tension on the neck. As I tune the other strings, that will add more tension to it, which will bend the neck very slightly, and that will lower the note that I set up on the bottom string. So it's a question of going backwards and forwards, but I start with the bottom one. So that's an open A, the same as the open A on a standard 6-string guitar. So then I would perhaps go to the first string. As I said, that's going to be the same note but an octave higher. At the moment it's more or less the same octave, so we're going to wind that one up. There we are at the A. It should sound the same as the bottom one now, but an octave apart. But as I said, because we've added tension, it will have bent the neck very slightly, and the bottom A will have moved. So checking that again, yes, it's slightly low. Tweak that one back up. We're getting there now. Sound approximately right. So then I would go to the middle string, which for an open A is going to be tuned to E. It's always better to bring your tuning up to the correct note rather than down. If you go beyond it and then you have to tune down, the tension can always slip again later, so best to deliberately take it down and then bring it back up gradually. We're now at E on the middle string. The other two will have moved slightly, so back to the bottom string. Gentle tweak on that. That's back to A again. Check the top string. It's back to A. They should sound the same, but an octave apart. Back to the middle one, that may have moved again because I've changed those very slightly. That's about right. Should sound good now, should sound like a chord. If you put new strings on, they're going to stretch. You can pull them a little bit to take some of that stretch out of it to start with. This one has been tuned up for a while, so it shouldn't be stretching much. So now we've got a nice A chord. And if we've got that intonation correct with the bridge position, if we go to the 12th fret, we should hear the same note, but higher. So there we are, simple. If you've got a guitar that you want tuned to A, you can use those tunings now to get it to that position. So there's your bottom A. There's your top A. And the middle one to E. Play them all out and should sound like this.